Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best ultralight and compact laptop.
Starting at number 5.
Apple 2023 MacBook. For demanding tasks like video editing or 3D graphics, we recommend the Apple MacBook Pro 14 M2 2023, a premium mobile workstation. This laptop is built like a tank but only weighs 3.5 pounds, making it one of the lightest mobile workstations on the market. It has a gorgeous mini LED display with full DCI-P3 coverage, a comfortable keyboard, and a gigantic, easy-to-use haptic touchpad. You can configure it with an M2 Pro or M2 Max SoC. Both can easily handle demanding workloads like video editing and 3D animation. The RAM and storage aren't user replaceable, so get enough for your needs up front. You get plenty of ports for peripherals and external displays, including 3 USB-C/Thunderbolt 4s, an HDMI, and a full-size SD card reader. You also get great-sounding speakers and an outstanding 1080p webcam. Our recommendation for Windows users is the Dell XPS 15 2023. Like the MacBook Pro, this premium model feels very well built and provides a great user experience. It's available with Intel 13th Gen H series CPUs and NVIDIA GeForce RTX 40 series GPUs, giving you plenty of processing power to handle demanding workloads. Unfortunately, its 720p webcam is quite disappointing for such a high-end device, and you only get 3 USB-C/Thunderbolt 4 ports and an SD card reader. Also, the keyboard gets uncomfortably hot under load. On the upside, its battery life is outstanding at around 11 hours of light use. You can get this laptop directly from Dell if you have trouble finding it elsewhere.
Coming at number 4.
Microsoft Surface Pro. The best lightweight 2-in-1 tablet we've tested is the Microsoft Surface Pro 8 2021. With this form factor, you can use the device as a tablet to draw, take handwritten notes, watch videos, or attach the keyboard when typing something out. Its 3:2 IPS display looks incredibly sharp, gets bright enough to combat glare, and has a 120 Hz refresh rate to make pen input feel more responsive. The type cover keyboard feels good to type on, but you need to buy it separately, and the same goes for the stylus. The drawback of such a compact device is that there isn't much space for a wide port selection. You get 2 USB-C/Thunderbolt 4s, a headphone jack, and a Surface Connect charging port. If you're considering buying a Surface Pro, know that Microsoft has released a newer version, the Surface Pro 9. It's essentially the same device but with faster Intel 12th Gen processors. It's always nice to have better performance, but the difference might not be noticeable if you only do light productivity tasks. Also, since the Surface Pro 8 is older, you can likely find it at a deeply discounted price.
At number 3.
Acer Swift 3. For those on a tighter budget, we recommend the Acer Swift 3 14 2020, a 14-inch Windows Ultra portable. Acer's Swift models are typically more expensive, but since this is a 2020 version, you can get it much cheaper. It's available with an Intel 11th Gen Core i5 or i7 CPU and up to 16 GB of memory and 512 GB of storage. The Intel 11th Gen CPUs are a few years old but can still easily handle general productivity tasks like web browsing and text processing. Plus, the battery lasts over 13 hours on a full charge. It has a nice FHD IPS display, a decent keyboard, and a wide port selection, including 2 USB-As, 1 USB-C/Thunderbolt 4, a full-size HDMI, and a headphone jack. Unfortunately, it isn't the best for video calls, as the webcam's image is too dark, and the microphone sounds staticky.
Number 2 of my list.
Acer Chromebook Spin. Our best mid-range pick is the Acer Chromebook Spin 714 2022, one of the best portable laptops we've tested. This 14-inch model has a nice bright screen, and since it's a 2-in-1 convertible, you can flip the screen around and use it as a tablet. It also supports pen input and comes with a stylus that you can dock into the side of the laptop for transport. It has a comfortable keyboard, loud speakers, and a surprisingly good 1080p webcam. Regarding specs, you can configure this Chromebook with an Intel 12th Gen U series Core i3, i5, or i7 CPU. They're all powerful enough for anything you'd need to do on a Chromebook. However, availability is scarce because it's a 2022 model, and Acer has released a 2023 version. While we haven't tested the newer model, it looks similar design-wise. Upgrades include a faster Intel 13th Gen CPU and a 1440p webcam. You can get the 2023 model on Amazon or at Best Buy.
And number 1.
Apple 2022 MacBook. The best lightweight laptop we've tested is the Apple MacBook Air 13, 2022, a 13-inch premium ultra-portable. It has a thin, compact design, and despite having a solid aluminum chassis, it only weighs 2.7 pounds. Apple's M2 SoC has no problem handling general productivity tasks like text processing, web browsing, and more demanding stuff like photo and video editing, so long as the material isn't overly complex. The battery lasts around 11 hours of light use, which is more than enough for a typical day, but it takes about 3 hours to fully charge. As with most MacBooks, you get a sharp and bright display, a spacious and tactile keyboard, and a gigantic haptic touchpad. Port selection is its main downside. It only has 2 USB-C/Thunderbolt 3 ports with support for a single external display. If you want a larger but still lightweight laptop, go with the Apple MacBook Air 15, 2023. It's the same device as the 13-inch model but with a 15.3-inch display and better speakers. At 3.3 pounds, it's only slightly heavier than its smaller sibling. However, it's $200 more expensive, and its battery life isn't quite as good.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.